I don't know about you, but I'd rather get a straight up no than a wishy-washy put-off response from the prospect. This video is about how to stop wishy-washy answers from the prospects right after this. Hi, I'm Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady, bringing you 5-minute videos so you can master selling. Welcome to day 16 and a shout out to JD, a new subscriber. This video, JD, will answer some of your questions you left in the comment section a few weeks ago. Here's a solution when you're meeting with the prospect for the first time. Get an upfront agreement with the prospect. What is an upfront agreement? It's a mutually agreed upon set of expectations and ground rules for the sales meeting between you and the prospect. It includes the agenda and outcomes. Really doesn't matter if you're selling insurance, like new subscriber JD, or more complicated products like medical devices. Your job as a salesperson is to facilitate a decision with the prospect by the end of the meeting, not get a decision a week or 2 weeks from now. Because aren't you tired of getting wishy-washy answers such as, well, let me think about it, or call me in a week? You know what's behind these answers. It's just kicking the can down the road so they don't have to commit to you in the meeting or tell you no to your face. Now, I'm not talking about pushing the prospect into a decision, but helping the prospect to become comfortable making a decision by the end of the sales meeting, and that includes a no answer. As I said earlier, I don't know about you, but I'd rather get a straight up no than a wishy-washy put-off response from the prospect. But what is the prospect's expectations when going into a meeting? They know you're there to pitch your products, right? For the most part, they expect to get your pitch, your product information, and price points while not committing to anything in return. In my group benefit days, it wasn't uncommon for the prospect to use price and product information from a vendor as leverage to get better pricing by shopping it around to all my competitors. Of course, the prospect doesn't tell you that's their plan. The upfront agreement will eliminate this mismanagement of expectation because it aligns both the prospect's expectations and yours, so there's no surprises. This will eliminate many sales problems like your dead horse leads in your pipeline, or prospects shopping your product and service, or sales that get stuck in the middle of your sales process. I could go on and on. The upfront agreement is constructed this way. It's a short conversation in the beginning of the call. It covers outcome, agenda, and time. It's also a talking track or talking points. There will be mutually agreed upon expectations with some ground rules. Now, it'll sound something like this. Sally, we planned this meeting for 45 minutes. Is that a time frame still good for you? Great. I'm sure you have some expectations about this meeting as I do, correct? Can we agree that by the end of the meeting, we'll be able to make a decision regarding the next steps on moving forward or not? Here's my suggestions on what we should cover today, Sally. What suggestions would you like to include? Once people agree to make a decision, they usually will because they want to fulfill their agreement. If a prospect begins to backpedal after you ask for their decision, say this: Sally, we agreed at the beginning of the meeting we should conclude with a decision. So what you're really saying to me is no, correct? If the prospect says correct, then follow with, may I ask, in our discussion, which items are you saying no to? Now keep in mind, some people cannot tell someone either face-to-face, over a Zoom, or over the phone a no. They dance around it. Either they're avoiding conflict or avoiding pressure from you, the sales professional. That's why it's important to give the prospect permission to say no. Then use the no answer to facilitate a broader discussion. Try using this upfront agreement to help facilitate with the prospect a faster decision Or if your product and service requires a longer selling process, then you can absolutely use upfront agreements to move the prospect along your selling timeline. The beauty of this is it keeps you in control of the sales conversation. Thank you for watching, and Day 17's video is about admitting to the buyer your fear. What? Remember, sales is a journey, not a quick trip around the block. I'll see you tomorrow.